A field of 168 amateur golfers from across the Met area convened at Shorehaven Golf Club in East Norwalk, Connecticut for the 84th MGA Senior Amateur Championship. This is one of the most historic events on the MGA calendar, with a list of champions equaling some of the greatest names in Met area amateur golf. Shorehaven Golf Club dates to 1924 and is a picturesque, old-time classic course on Long Island Sound. Narrow fairways, small greens, and very difficult winds characterize the layout. Coming into the second day, 32 golfers survived the first round cut of 8 over 79. Leading that group was John Ervasti of Sleepy Hollow Country Club, who shot a 2 over 73 in the first round. Ervasti, who won the 2010 MGA Senior Open, was going for the unprecedented Senior Slam. No player had ever won the MGA Senior Open and Senior Amateur in his career. This was the first year of eligibility for Ervasti, who turned 55 in March. Starting the second round, 2 strokes behind Ervasti was Nelson DeBow of Newton Country Club, Gerald Garber of Lake Success, and Ned Steiner of Mountain Ridge. Steiner was a former champion of this event, taking home the trophy in 2000. Other players who looked to challenge Ervasti today were former champions Sean McLaughlin of Ridgewood in Connecticut and Bill Henry of Forsgate Country Club in New Jersey. Last year's champion, Steve Rose at Fresh Meadow, had a first round 76 and was still in the hunt as second round play began. Ervasti struggled a bit at the beginning of his round, hitting his drives well to the right on the first and third holes. However, he escaped with pars in both, but did make 2 bogeys on the second and fourth holes to come back to the field a bit. With the wind up at Shorehaven, this wasn't a day to go low. On the back 9, Ervasti ran into some trouble at the par 3 13th hole, where he hit his tee shot to the right and ended up making a double bogey. At one point, there was a 3-way tie for the lead between Ervasti, Sean McLaughlin, and Bill Henry. Down the stretch, however, Ervasti would prove his mettle and would not allow those earlier mistakes to prevent him from winning his second MGA title. On the par 3 17th hole, which was playing into the wind, he hit a 6-iron to just a few inches from the cup, making birdie to go to 6 over par for the championship. After a routine par on 18, he had his victory in the MGA Senior Amateur Championship.
This tournament comes at a very, early stage for me, so it's kind of nice to get the competitive game going early in May. It's a quick start for me.
And this was your first time seeing Shorehaven Golf Club. What are your impressions now after competing on it for 2 days, and how were you able to be so successful here?
Well, it's a great golf course. Greens are very interesting, very tricky. I just found it a very demanding driving golf course. You had to drive the ball very accurately, which I did yesterday. I didn't do that well today, but I did it well enough.
What did you do well today in order to get yourself in position to basically be the last man standing out there? It was a tough scoring day, right. and what were you able to do?
Well, I thought I basically just generally kept the ball in play. I struggled with my swing most of the day. Yesterday it was very easy. I hit a lot of greens, and it was a 73 that could have been much lower. And today, a 75 that probably was about as good as it was going to get.
What does it mean to you now? 2 MGA victories within the span of 8 months now. Is this a start of a new trend?
Well, I'll tell you the interesting thing is, I hope it's the start of a new trend, but my golf swing's been coming along over the years, and I've been able to, I work at it. Kevin Sprecker's a great teaching professional. I've been working with him for many, many years, and I'm not that smart, so maybe some of the things are finally starting to sink in.
What are your other goals for this season now that you've got this great early season success?
Well, I'd like to, you'd like to just keep winning. I've played in a lot of events, so it's nice to get out and win. It was, a big eye-opener for me was playing in the finals of Met-Am a few years ago against Cameron Wilson, who plays at Shorehaven. Mm-hmm. And so that was kind of neat. And, that proved to me at least that I can actually do a little bit better than maybe what I thought I was doing in the past. But my game's come around a lot. I had an interesting putter change this week. I borrowed one of Kevin Sprecker's belly putters, never used it, played with it for the first time yesterday. And so it'll have to stay in the bag.
So he may not be getting it back. Well, thank you very much, John Ervasti, our 2011 MGA Senior Amateur Champion, and congratulations.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you for watching video from the 84th MGA Senior Amateur Championship. We thank the staff and membership at Shorehaven Golf Club for a terrific 2 days of competition, and we look forward to next year's event at Metedeconk National Golf Club in New Jersey.